Namaste, everyone. It is I, Gina Louisa, here trying to raise the vibration of our collective consciousness. Today is Friday. It is the 21st of August in 2015. My daily videos, I've been adding a little what is called satsang in Hindi, meaning a sharing of one's own truth, letting the truth come through your mouth, just opening up and sharing your life's experiences, and it helps one purge, it helps one see, and the truth of my heart is is so bizarre. It's so outlandish. In the realm of the real world of what that it's believing it, or knowing it, I should say, knowing it in here, and then you believe it here, and then you live it here. It's wrenching throughout life to really step into one's truth. And that is what life is about. So I want to share a little bit of my life's path, if I can. It started when I was born, I reckon. My brother would always, as I sat up on his shoulders, I could still feel his head like this big, and I held onto his curls. I felt way above the world. He was very tall, but he always spoke to me. And our heads were so close, because there he was, like, this the big giant head, like that third rock from the sun. Excuse me. but really, he still is the big giant head to me, because we're so connected. We always had this clairvoyant thing with each other. It's just normal. I didn't understand that not everybody has that. This psychic connection, clairvoyant connection, telepathic. However, it's just normal, okay? And wherever he was in life, of course, if I needed him, I would just say so in here, and he would just show up, and it was just normal. We spoke here as easily, sometimes more easily, than we could speak this way, you see? And when I turned 7, I remember I got this white French provincial bedroom set. My parents, or my mother, she liked girly things, and I appreciate that now. But back then, I had all brothers. I was a tomboy, but I did love it. But anyway, okay, so, and it was Easter, I believe, as well. I turned 7. It was April 4th, 1967. And my brother took a walk with me and a talk with me. And he told me that among the things he told me, one of the things was that he called me his little queen. And he said that my love is a mother's love, and I always look at everything with the love of a mother inside, and always, even mommy and daddy, even people who hurt you or awful to you, just look at them through your motherly loving eyes. And, and of course, I'm 7. And he said to me that my life was a quest. And he said that I would know what I was looking for when I found it, but that my purpose is to be woman for my man. That as I am goddess embodied, that's so because I live, it would only stand to reason because I couldn't live without my other half also being in life. So my quest, my purpose in life is to discover, find that one that shines like I do, of that same, only completely male as I am completely female. So at 7, I was like, what? Like, and he said, the only thing I need to do is to radiate. That which is mine will come to me the day. So here I am radiating. I give everyone the opportunity to recognize me. That's what he said. He also said that too. He said that this person would recognize me at a glance. So anyway, okay. So then we will fast forward to a recognition, because for one has to know something inside themselves to be able to recognize it in another. So much of my youth was spent in church at first, studying. I thought maybe a nun would be the way to go, and then I furthered with meditations of all kinds. Jai Sachit Anand, by the way, to other Raj Vidya Premise and anyway, so I always, that was the biggest focus, I guess, for my young little self, was know thyself. Know God. To know God would be to know myself. So, and I began a conversation inside myself, because when Frankie died when I was 7, right? We had the walk on my birthday, okay, April the 4th, and July the 13th, actually on my brother Michael's birthday, Frankie died, and he went to the other side. Now, one of the other things he told me, he said he was going to. He told me that I have to go to the other side. He said to me. I mean, he said to him, that he was going to the other side, and I was like, oh, can I come? And he's like, no, you have to stay here. And I was like, well, how come you get to go to the other side and I have to stay here? Why don't you stay here and I'll go? Really? Because anyway, he said, no, it has to be you, he said to me, because no man is going to be able to hold the attention of man the way a woman can. And at the time I was 7, growing up in an Italian household where men don't listen to women. So I was quite confused. But now I'm starting to understand as, well, you know, now I'm 55, I have a greater understanding of myself and of this power to captivate man. Get you to pay attention. Get your attention first, and then I can impart some wisdom. Okay, so like, where are we now? We had fast forwarded to my life, and I won't give you the circumstances, but I was in a very dark part of my life. But you know, it was heavy, and it takes a lot of pressure to create a diamond, right? So, but during the depths of this heaviness and the worst of the darkness, I witnessed that face. Okay, I was like, oh my God, it's you. I know you. You're the one I'm looking for. Oh my God. Wow. Really? Alive on this earth with me? Get out. Like, you know, it brought back everything that my brother said to me when I saw that face. But once it came, confused the hell out of me, okay? Because I was expecting, like, you know, I don't know. I was expecting Jeremiah Johnson or, like, you know, Tarzan or something. I don't, or, you know, oh, you know, I don't know. Oh, I knew you had to have been born and grow up. Oh, another thing. Okay. I said, okay, let's go back again for a second. I'm 7, my brother dies, and a month later, as I'm sitting on, we had this big grass with all the dandelions, and it was beautiful, and I'm sitting there on the grass, just kind of really missing my brother. And the house over here, out comes Jerry, who was a friend of my brother's, very spiritual boy. And he came out and he sat on the grass next to me and he said, I have a message from Frankie. And I said, okay, well, what did he say? And he said to tell you that the one for you is 6 years older than you are, and he will be on the opposite ends of the country and opposite ends of the social circles, and that he has green eyes. But that I would know him at a glance. And I said, okay. And I was 7 when I got told this. Okay, so we'll go fast forward back up to what was 1984, 5. It was wasn't quite 1985, or was it? Was it 80? I think it was 1985. Because my baby was born. My little Jimmy was born in 1984. So I think it was 1985 when I saw that face. And then I found out that indeed he lived on the opposite end of the countries, and indeed is 6 years older than me. And oh my God, those eyes are green, right? You know, so But, you know, seeing him on television, television, not where I expected. But, you know, the more I think about it, I guess the more appropriate it is. Anyway. So I did write a letter to this person and let him know that, hey, you know what? This recognition thing. And I said, you know, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just ignore me. But if you do feel the same recognition, let me know. And he let me know in spades. My God. Like, wow. Okay, everything my brother Frankie said is absolutely true. Whoa. You know, because he said that I was, you know, the born one with the earth. I am the queen, the mother, and that my king, at the same time I was put into this existence, so was my king. Only he came first. That's the way it happens, he says. And that the male energy entered first and then drew me into it. And that when we find each other like two, in this wilderness, these two forces that will just come together. And when we do, he said, that the way he put it was that the beast would be put asunder, and that the god and the goddess intertwined shall reign in peace for a millennium. Wow. This is what he told me, you know. So that fast forward, okay, so I see this person and oh my God, could it possibly be true, all of this? Because, you know, at the time I was married and I had a young child and a brand new baby. I was married in a situation where I was not talked to, but talked at. I was a possession and one not treated very well. We'll just put it that way. And I knew that I couldn't stay in a situation like that. I knew that I needed to, how I put it was like, I know I need to be married. I know I need a man. But I need to just change the channel, because this is not what love is. You know, I need something like, and when I saw that I saw your face, I knew you were the one I have my life to spend with the face. So, but, you know, a rock star is not exactly what a young mother with two little children wants to even think about dealing with. And so I asked God, and God said to me, let him live his life as a rock star. And you live your life and you grow. And if in 30 years you still look at him and he still looks at you, then you'll know. Right? Then it won't be just a physical thing. If we can continue this communication with each other, so that's what we did. We vowed to not meet, to give it 30 years. I'm not going to go chase you and go to concerts, and you're not going to, you know, come show up at my door or anything like that, even though I might ask you. I might beg. But no, we would wait 30 years, and God said that when the time was right, that I would be recognized by the world for myself, and that then he and I can be recognized and come together, and then just like prosperity and abundance would be pouring on us from everywhere. And that's what that means, by the way. You know, the it's Mayan, and the symbol of what's supposed to be going on here, the goddess like pouring from everywhere. You see people saying, oh my God, floods. No. It means abundance. And that's what sustains you, pouring from everywhere. That's what that means. And so, here it is. Now it's 30 years later. Now, exactly right now, it's 30 years later. And I am humbled and amazed in witness of you, my love. You are just something else. And I look forward to our first dance. You are everything. Everything you could be. As much man as I am woman. Wow, huh? So here I have shared the most intimate, ultimate part of myself and a realization of the truth of what I am. Wow. And it's only recently, like last year or the year before, that I started reading about Kabbalah, and really blew my mind that this is this is an ancient understanding. This is a prophecy prophesied way before I was even born. That really blew my mind. I mean, it's one thing to have my brother tell me something and then have it come to fruition. But know that I lived as part of huge, big, ancient prophecy. Well, it's big, mind-blowing stuff, you know. As it must be for my other half, you know. It must be just as mind-blowing. But I have to just accept it, like the cards this morning said. You know, fight it. You just accept the inevitable, and you know, and wow, this is fantastic news. I'm real. He's real. The two of us have been looking at each other. We can't deny it. Neither one of us can. It's like mind-blowing and upsetting, you know, but yet exciting and wonderful. And not only do we get to have each other, but like the entire universe is just going to be transformed like magic. The vibration of our collective will be like solidified up, in the of Christ consciousness will be all lit up, and that's what will be raised right up there. And nothing in a low vibration will be able to reach that high vibration where we are. Isn't that just so cool? So, wow, huh? That's quite a thing to realize about one's own self, and admitting it to one's own self. Even if, you know, it certainly doesn't fit in with the people in my life You know, they'll think I have erotomania. Which I totally can understand. I really can. But I believe in God. I believe in everything my brother told me when I was a child. I believe in this connection. I believe in the love in my heart, in the time that we're in. And then, yeah, it's not just I believe it, I know it. So, I love you, sweetheart. Whenever you're ready, here I am.